In our first story, minority members of parliament have thwarted an attempt by the National Investigative Bureau (NIB) to arrest the Assin South MP and ranking member on the Defence and Interior Committee, Reverend John Ntim Fordjour. The minority insists it will not allow what it describes as government intimidation through the use of state security agencies. ChannelOne News' Fordjour reports.
At about 1 p.m. on Wednesday, April 9, heavily armed personnel from the National Investigative Bureau (NIB), including plainclothes officers and police, stormed the residence of Reverend John Ntim Fordjour. Some officers reportedly entered the MP's room, while others stood guard at the gate. This followed a press conference held by the Assin South legislator in Parliament, where he alleged that 2 aircraft, Air Med Flight and Cavoc Air, had landed at the Kotoka International Airport with narcotics and an undisclosed amount of cash. In response, the president directed the country's security agencies to work with the NP to uncover the facts. But the latest move by the NIB has raised eyebrows, especially among minority MPs who say the attempted arrest is part of a larger intimidation tactic. Former Abuakwa South MP Samuel Atachia, who responded to a distress call, described the incident as shocking.
I told him that if there's a search warrant, he should see it before he will let them in. Because you can't invade somebody's privacy without an order of the court. Yes. So this is where we all have to watch, and if there's anything to invite him, you can invite him. But if you besiege his house, a sitting member of parliament.
After a lengthy engagement behind closed doors, the NIB officers exited the premises without making an arrest. Minority leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin condemned the move, vowing that the minority would resist any form of harassment or intimidation of its members.
He walks through this unfortunate valley of the shadow of death, but he will fear no evil. Because he walks with his God and the strength of the mighty 88 behind him. The caucus is calling for a bipartisan inquiry into this matter. We should be able to judge all. But, well, they have de-escalated, they've left, they've gone back to wherever they came from. We want to assure the government that we will cooperate if they approach things in a decent manner. But we will not be intimidated.
Also speaking on the matter, former Defense Minister and Bimbilla MP Dominic Ntim criticized the approach taken by the security agencies.
There are standard procedures for arresting MPs nowadays. It's not law, but there are conventions that we created them. So you write to the speaker or through leadership, and they always come. There are several MPs that have been invited, and they all honored it.
The minority leader stated emphatically that they, as the minority, will not allow any state institution, agency, or the government of the day to intimidate any of their members. They will stand firm to ensure that due process is followed throughout any form of investigation or inquiry the government seeks to do at the end of the day. Reporting for Channel One News, I am Fordjour.